Thank you po. Thank you po, Miss Bing and Dr. Carlo. Aika, would you like to respond to their declaration of support?
Yes, thank you, Carla. Thank you, Miss Bing. Thank you, Sir Carlo. I think in behalf of our family, we are really very humbled by everyone's show of support. I know we said this a couple of times, but when my mom finally decided that she was going to run, initially parang we didn't know what to expect. Na tayo-tayo lang ba to? Or parang it was one of those things na sige, bahala na, we'll just figure it out. Parang let's just cross one bridge at a time. So seeing all these efforts and seeing how the campaign has been elevated to a parang ano na siya, mas movement, mas crusade level na siya for a lot of us. It's really very humbling and inspiring for us, especially since the kind of campaign that we've all been running since October. Nakikita natin na yung pinaka end goal, and I guess the question that we asked ourselves is paano tayo mas makakatulong pa sa ating mga kababayan. And I've seen all the initiatives, yung lugaw, yung kwentuhan, the pink parol. So we just really hope that we are able to sustain this until the crucial parts of the campaign in the next couple of months. So thank you again. Thank you for everyone's support.
Thank you, Aika. And katulad ng ating usual na gawe kapag merong face-to-face presentation, magpipicture muna tayo after that presentation from Ms. Bing and Dr. Carlo. So all of those who are in Zoom, you can turn on your video and magpipicture, taking muna tayo for a couple of seconds. And then, smile lang kayo.
Hi, everyone. So there are 5 pages. So I'll just call out the pages for the Zoom picture. So 1, 2, 3, smile. Second page, 1, 2, 3, smile. Third, 1, 2, 3, smile. Fourth, 1, 2, 3, smile. And the last, 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay na, Carla.
All right, thank you, Ria. So, punta na tayo ngayon sa ating pinakahihintay, ang chikahan portion. No? Go, Gretchen!
So yes, ready po. Chika moments na po tayo dito. So, ang tanong naman is, ready ka na ba sa aming mga tanong po, Miss Aika?
Natatakang kabahan.
Hindi po, okay lang po. So, ayun po. Gusto lang po namin mas makilala si VP Lenny mula po sa mga mata niyo. At of course, syempre, it would really be insightful for us to really hear your answers po.
Oo. Madali lang to, Aika, wag ka mag-alala. Parang slam book lang. Parang slam book lang. Mabilisan lang, no need to explain much. Parang parang fast talk lang ni Boy Abunda, gano'n. Sige,
Yes,
Gretchen.
So, ayun po, para sa ating very fast talk. So, alam naman po natin si VP Lenny ay talagang hands-on na nanay. Kahit dito sa inyong bahay at nagluluto pa po siya every time she has the chance to do so po. At kapag hindi naman po, ikaw naman daw po ang designated cook sa bahay. So, ang pinakaunang tanong po namin para sa inyo is, ano po ang favorite food niyong lutuin?
Nako, yung favorite. Yung latest siguro yung Korean beef stew niya. Na natutunan niya lang ng quarantine. Pero parang yun yung parati namin hinahanap na gawin niya for us.
Naku, masarap yun. Oo.
Ayan, sana nagutom din po tuloy ako. So, ayan. Ang second tanong naman po namin sa inyo is, ayan, magpo-focus po kami sa mga favorites po. Ayan. So, the next one is, ano naman po ang favorite place na puntahan niyo po every time na mag-travel po kayo?
Actually, favorite niya ngayon talagang umuwi sa Naga. Iniisip ko, wala sigurong specific standout na travel place. Pero every chance na may opportunity na umuwi kami lahat na magkakasama, I think that's something that she always looks forward to.
Oh, that's so nice to hear po.
Talagang a home is where the heart is, saka there's no place like home.
Yes po, tama po yun. So, ayun po. Ang next fast talk po natin is, ano naman po ang favorite song niyo po? Or kaya baka may theme song po kayo na parating pinapatugtog sa bahay?
Theme song, iba yata yung sa papa ko saka sa aming magkakapatid. Actually, natutunan ko lang 'to nung pinakinggan ko yung isang podcast niya. Parang na-feature na guest siya sa isang podcast. Parang sinasabi niya na yung question sa kanya was, if you were to think of songs that remind you of your daughters, parang ang sagot niya, there are three for all of us. Wala namang assignment. So parang sabi niya, una daw is With a Smile by Eraserhead.
Mm-mm.
Yung second daw is Make You Feel My Love. And yung third daw is I Don't Wanna Miss a Thing. So nalaman ko lang din sa napakinggan ko yung podcast. But essentially sinasabi niya na these are the songs that remind me of my daughters.
Yan, kaya pala talagang involved siya sa lahat ng nangyayari sa inyo as much as possible, no? Kahit sobrang busy siya, she doesn't want to miss a thing talaga. Talagang lodi talaga si VP sa ganyang bagay at sa pagiging nanay.
Oo nga po, tsaka she does everything with a smile nga po, di ba?
Tama.
So, ayun po. Our last favorite na aas po namin sana sa inyo is, ano naman po ang favorite K-drama? Ayan.
Ako, actually, mas into K-drama siya than me. I'm sure marami siyang ibang favorite. But yung isang common siguro na nakikisabay sa pag inuulit namin panoorin is Doctors.
Oh, okay. Nag-uulit na rin si VP Lenny ng K-drama. So madami na siguro na pagkaon.
Pero marami siyang gusto na yung Descendants of the Sun, Crash Landing on You. I think yung Goblin gusto niya rin. Ako yung mas konti yung napanood. Pero parang yung Doctors siya yung nag-recommend sa akin na nag-end up parang ako.
Diba?
Magkasundo tayo doon.
Yeah, di ba? Ang dami niya talagang interest at nagagawa niya lahat, di ba? Pati manood ng K-drama, magluto, and kahit na super busy siya as a VP. Alam ko nga, super organized pa siya sa bahay, di ba? Pati yung mga nakalagay sa ref, naka-label pa, naka-organize. Sobra talaga.
Medicine cabinet.
Medicine cabinet, so kahit yung maliliit, naka-label pa. So I'm sure alam niyo kung sa bahay gano'n na siya ka-organize, ano pa kaya sa OVP at sa lahat ng kanyang ginagawa. Grabe talaga. Lodi talaga.
Oo nga po. Sana mapapasana po talaga tayo doon. So, ayun. Dahil nalaman po natin very organized po siya. Gusto din po sana namin malaman, ano nga ba po ang life motto po? Ano ba po ang life motto po ni VP Lenny?
Oo, at nagagawa na lahat.
Parati niyang sinasabi na kung ano yung nakatakda, yun talaga yung mangyayari. So, parang, I know it sounds na parang surrender siya, pero in fact, gano'n naman talaga. She would always say, we make the most out of the things or out of the situation kung nasaan tayo ngayon. Pero kung ano yung nakatakda, naniniwala siya na yun talaga yung eventually mangyayari.
Ayun. Kaya pala hindi siya nasistress. Parang,
hindi siya nasistress. Yun yung reason.
Oo, sobrang siyang chill at zen. Parang kung kami nga, sobrang na kaming natetensya. Very zen and chill. Ang galing-galing. Sana all maging ganun tayo lahat. So, okay now, gusto naman namin malaman kung paano si VP as a mom. No? So, first siguro, Aika, 3 words to describe VP Lenny as a mom.
Yeah, siguro una, tough love. I think we grew up na mas hindi niya kami masyadong ini-indulge sa mga reklamo here and there. Kailangan disiplinado. Yung expectations sa amin growing up parating mataas. Kumbaga parating namin hinahabol. And appreciate na lang siguro namin sa later on na it's a kind of training, nakapagsanay ka ng ganun. Tapos, hindi naman mas madali yung buhay, pero parang feeling mo mas equipped ka. Yung second is enabling. Pareho din yun growing up, lahat ng problema namin, hindi siya nag-interfere. Parang it was more of, problema mo yan, you figure it out, you solve it on your own. And tingin ko nakatulong din sa hanggang ngayon na even when she is now working in the Office of the Vice President, I think parang napupukaw niya yung mga untapped potential, especially of her younger staff. And yung third and yung last hindi siya one word. I would say siya talaga yung North Star ng family namin. He has always been the moral compass. Para sa kanya, malinaw kung ano yung tama and mali. But at the same time, hindi ibig sabihin na sinisingle out or in-isolate natin yung mali. It was more of we know where to draw the lines, but we still want to listen and involve everyone, especially when making important decisions.
Ayun, kaya pala achiever kayong lahat dahil sa ganong standards at training ni VP Lenny. At alam ko kahit sa OVP ganong kataas din ang standards niya. And pero yun nga, she's a good role model naman. So kung ano yung kanyang sineset na standard, sinusunod din niya. So hopefully lahat tayo na nagsusupport sa kanya ay maging #BeLikeLenny din, no? What about Aika, yung most unforgettable moment or special moment with her? Can you share it with us?
Sa akin, parang it's hard. I think kami in the family will agree to this. Pero whenever we are asked to ano yung standout moment or favorite moment, yung sagot namin, it's really the ordinariness of every day. Yung parents ko, for them, they would always say na para sa kanila, quantity time is quality time. So whether, halimbawa, after dinner, may kanya-kanya kaming ginagawa, pero lahat kami nasa sala. So may nanonood ng TV, may nagtatrabaho, may naka-earphones, pero sanay lang talaga kami na magkakasama. So I think even when something happens to us at work or outside or may chismis, parang by default, yung automatic na first person na gusto namin kwentuhan is yung family friend. So I think kung meron man ako na appreciate, it's really na parang sa amin yun yung default. Sa amin, parang as a rule, hindi kailangan sabihin na rule, pero pag Sundays, we really try not to go out kasi we know it's family time. Sa dinner, yung default setup pa rin, sabay-sabay kami kakain. So pag hindi kakain sa bahay, pahaba-habang paliwanag siya sa thread na, by the way, tonight, late uuwi because 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think kung meron man akong favorite thing siguro, yun, na naka-incorporate sa everyday namin.
Alright, nice paradigm shift yun, no? Quantity, not quality. Kasi yung iba lagi sinasabi, it's the quality, no? So,
Yes,
pwede parang iba. And nabanggit mo, Aika, mahaba-habang pagpapaliwanag. Naalala mo ba yung last na pagpapaliwanag or argument niyo ng mom mo?
Hindi, kasi pag nagagalit siya, silent treatment siya. So, hindi siya yung tipong magsasalita ng marami. Parang, I think for her, she would think na, I reminded you enough. Hindi naman ako nagkulang sa pagpapaalala. So, kung gagawin mo pa rin yan, bahala ka na. So, I think yun yung peak na, yun yung sign kapag displeased na siya sa nangyayari. Pag hindi ka na niya pinapansin or kinakausap, alam mo may ginawa ka ng mali.
Okay. So alam na rin nila Aika kapag galit si VP Lenny. What about since malapit na mag-Christmas? Ano naman yung best Christmas gift na nabigay niya sa iyo or sa sisters niyo mo, sa inyong lahat?
Parang hirap to think of just one. Siguro really into Christmas tradition lang din siya. Parang siguro kung gift or wala akong stand out na naiisip or naalala. But we do know na kapag na important lang for us to really be together during Christmas, regardless kung nasaan kami.
Ayan. Kaya buti rin na uuwi na si Jill as magkakasama kayo ngayong Christmas. I'm sure she'll be very happy. And sabi niya, madami na akong nasabi sa inyo. Kung gagawin mo pa rin yan, bahala ka na. So siguro to end this portion ng ating kwentuhan at tanungan, what is yung favorite mong words of wisdom or advice na nabigay sa iyo ni VP Lenny?
Naku, madami. Anong oras ba?
Pwede naman, depende sa'yo kung gusto mo mag-extend.
Hindi, siguro parang sobrang relaxed niya kasi as a person. Parang it's easy for her to let go of so many things beyond her control. Parati niya sinasabi na whenever you would stress over something, parang sinasabi na pag once you've given it your all, pag tingin mo nagawa mo naman na lahat, you just really have to surrender. Basta hindi ka nagkulang on your end and kung yung outcome mo is not what you hoped it would be. Maybe it's just really not meant for you.
Ayan, let it go. Sabi nga ni Lenny. Gretchen, anong masasabi mo dun sa advice na yan?
Grabe, I can really resonate with the advice po talaga since I've also read some self-help books and tamang-tama po ang sinabi ni VP Lenny. So it's really a very good advice. And I really hope na magaya po namin lahat ang mga sinasabi po ni VP Lenny as, you know, as our role model po talaga. So now po, dahil si VP Lenny ang nanay natin sa bansa, paano naman po siya bilang isang leader naman po? So, ayan, mag-shift po tayo from being a mother to being a leader po. So, ayan po, sa tingin niyo po, from your perspective po, ano naman po ang mga katangian po ni VP Lenny na ma-consider niyo po as a good attribute for being a leader?
I think a lot of her good attributes as a mother, ganoon din siya as a leader. So, yung first that come to mind is really being empowering. Especially since yung opisina niya, maliit yung budget. So parang, kumbaga in a way that gives them an excuse to not actually, parang sinasabi na ito lang kasi yung kaya namin. Parang sa kanila, they saw it more as a challenge. How do we expand given the limitations of the office? So parang na-force sila to be creative, to partner. Parang it was important for them na kahit limited yung resources, they need to make up for it sa tiwala ng partners nila. So they get to, they get to implement the projects that they wanted to execute. Yung next is, she's very empathetic. I mentioned this na while tough love siya sa amin. Alam mo yung parang, she's the kind of parent to us na hinahayaan niya kami, but she was always within a safe distance. And I think as a leader, yung empathy is parati yung sinasabi. Empathy is a muscle memory. It's not something you learn overnight. It's something you develop over time. And dun sa mga gusto niyang tulungan, I think since her work as a lawyer in Sagigan, in public attorney's office, parang dun niya na start ma-develop yun. And it's something that she carried with her. Ngayon na nasa OVP na siya. I can only imagine how much more she can do given kung mas malawak pa yung scope of responsibility niya and siguro the resources that she would have at her disposal.
Yes, exactly. No, dahil sa lahat ng nagawa ni VP Lenny sa OVP, talagang pinush siya nating lahat na tumakbo. So tatanungin namin, ikaw Aika, alam namin ikaw, hindi mo siya pinush. Unlike us, sabi ni VP Lenny maraming beses, tutol kayo na tumakbo siya. So anong feeling mo ngayon na nandyan na siya, na part na talaga siya ng laban?
Yeah. I think, I don't know if this is something I should apologize for, but tingin ko parang, I think as daughters, syempre gusto we always want to protect people we love. So we feel na parang tingin namin she has done a lot of things already. And we would have wanted her to, relax a little bit more and maybe have more time in her hands. Kasi the past, parang we felt na after my dad's passing in 2012, parang hindi talaga siya nagkaroon ng time for herself kasi sunod-sunod na yung nangyari sa buhay niya. But also, siguro, kung hiwalin mo yung pagiging anak namin to how we know her, we also know that she's the most qualified for the job. I think until now, marami pa rin nagugulat sa kakayahan niya. At kami parang it's something we've known all along. I think one of her strengths is her soft power. Minsan kasi when we say strength and courage, yung initial impression natin is a strong person na dapat pag sinabi ko ganito, ganyan. Yung sa kanya is different. I think control sometimes would require more strength and restraint. So I think yung kanya, it's not something na kailangan niya i-select, kumbaga. It's something na lalabas kapag kailangan talaga.
Yes, well, that's definitely true. And I can also really relate to what you mentioned now. We really are, it's part of us. It's in our nature to really protect from those who we really love the most po talaga. So, ayun po. So, considering po what you mentioned, so we also wanted to get to know her plans po or kaya po kung ano naman po ang consider po as importante po na nagawa po ni VP Lenny po, no? So, our next question po is, ano po sa palagay niyo ang pinaka-importanteng nagawa or nasa plans niya po as of the moment? So, kasama na rin po yung mga para sa kabataan po.
Siguro pag when you ask ko ano yung kumbaga naging legacy niya as vice president, I think na-highlight talaga, parang yung term na laylayan is not it's something na talagang lumabas siya and parang naging recurring theme siya since she took office in 2016. And to this day, that remains to be her focus. And yung sunod, siguro related to that when we think of achievement. Then tingin ko naging very successful sila to reach sabi nga yan, the least, the lost, and yung pinaka nangangailangan talaga ng tulong. I think naging committed and faithful sila to that kind of mission. And that because of her exposure on the ground, tingin ko iba kasi yung inputs mo once you really know kung ano talaga yung nangyayari, exposed ka kung ano yung problem. Hindi siya parang armchair leadership na, nasa computer ka lang and then you say, ito yung team kong plano, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is consultative. Andun ka mismo na, babad ka mismo to the people you want to help. And you treat them as partners and not just as beneficiaries of the programs that you want to execute. Talagang kabahagi sila sa lahat.
Yes, well, that's really great po. Really collaborativeness and inclusiveness in all of the plans is really important in terms of our current direction po with regards to what we want to really achieve in the future po, no? So in relation to that po, we also recognize yung role of the youth in terms of really having political participation in the country po. So our next question po is, gaano pong ka-importante in your perspective ang pakikilahok ng kabataan? And in what ways have you seen your mom support this po? And what would be your appeal to young Filipinos?
I think especially this election, we have more than 5 million new registered voters. And most of them are from the youth sector talaga. And kung babalikan natin yung 2016 elections, we know that the difference nila ng votes nung second sa kanya was only around 200,000 votes. So kung yung question is, can we really spell a difference? The answer is really yes. I think that's one. That's an important point to emphasize. Kasi minsan yung pakiramdam natin, will my vote really count? Pero given that perspective, mas marami yung new, kung titingnan natin, mas marami yung bago nag-register ngayon versus differences, yung nag-spell ng difference between a victory and a defeat in 2016. Talagang nagmamatter siya. Second, there are a lot of areas in the Philippines, especially yung tingin natin na medyo mahina or hindi natin territory na naka-anchor talaga kami sa kabataan kasi sila yung malalakas ng loob. And kumbaga naging witness yung office niya sa stress ng kabataan kasi especially when they were responding to a lot of disasters, marami siyang staff sa office ng mga bagets na sila yung mga, kumbaga anytime may kailangan to be deployed, sila parati yung nakataas yung kamay and parang ready na kami kaagad. So alam natin kung gaano sila kakahalaga. I think yung creativity nila is also an underrated strength of the office. Kasi syempre it is looking at solutions, paano natin siya ma-execute given ito yung restrictions natin, A, B, C, and D. And I think they were able to pull it off thanks to a lot of the young staff also in OV.
Yes po, that's really
Yes.
true po.
Oo, yes, talagang importante yung yung input, hindi lang yung participation ng mga kabataan sa election, pero pati yung inputs kasi ngayon nga puro online na, puro high-tech na at yung mga kabataan ang magaling dyan. So kailangan talaga natin ang involvement at participation ng mga kaedad ni Gretchen, no? And yung next question namin ay guess actually kung ano sa palagay mo yung message ni VP Lenny. Pero alam namin yung isang message na talaga is to spread itong radical na pagmamahal. Alam namin na yan isa sa kanyang mga magiging mensahe. So siguro yung question na lang namin ngayon is, para sa iyo, Aika, what is the meaning of radical love o ang magmahal ng radikal?
I think especially yung climate and yung environment kasi natin ngayon sobrang divisive. It is easy na we gravitate towards people na tingin natin pareho yung paniniwala natin. And when you say radical ang pagmamahal, we will open ourselves to things we may not want to hear, to people who may share different opinions. And sometimes it's just really very tempting to respond with also the kind of, I guess, the kind of hate, anger, and frustration. Siguro yung radical na pagmamahal, it's just really a reminder for us na huwag sila tingnan as kalaban. Kasi ultimately, we are all working for the same goal. I'm sure the kind of outcome that they want to have is also the same. Iba lang yung pananaw nila as to how we will get there and kung paano natin ma-achieve yun. So I hope we don't isolate them, we don't shut them off. Kasi marami pang chances, opportunities, we can still unite. For all you know, they may see some things that we probably don't see. And bigyan lang natin sila ng pagkakataon also to engage. And who knows kung ano yung makukuha din natin from that.
Naku, mahirap talaga yan. Pero para kay VP Lenny, ita-try namin. Ita-try talaga namin, no? And so thank you, Aika, for bringing VP Lenny closer to us through your kwentos. Ngayon naman, if you still have time, may mga questions sana from a few students from Miriam College, if that's okay with you.
Sure.
All right, thank you. Gretchen, can you call them now?
Ayun po. So, for our first student discussant, I would like to call Freniza de la Cruz, a fourth-year student from BS Psychology po.
So, good morning, Miss Aika. It's such a pleasure listening to your answers and stories about Vice President Lenny. So, my question is, ano po yung one quality that Miss VP Lenny possesses or showcases that you would want or strive to have?
One quality lang. Teka. Kasi we always say that she's everything we aspire to be. So it's just really hard to just pin down one quality. But siguro yung pagtitiwala sa universe in general. Yung the ability to let go of things beyond your control and just focus on what you can or cannot, what you can do given na ganito. Siguro yun yung yun na lang siguro para mas encompass.
Ayan, thank you, Freniza. Oo, dati pa nating tanong talaga yan. How to be you po, VP Lenny. No, gusto ko maging katulad niya paglaki ko. Yan talagang lagi ko sinasabi. Thank you, Freniza.
Ayun. So, for our next question naman po, it will be asked by Lana Rico, a fourth-year student from International Studies po.
So, good afternoon or good morning po, Miss Aika. So, as a student leader, my leadership is mostly shaped by the environment that I have in school. And I don't really feel that my family has a major role in shaping my leadership skills because I don't really associate with them when I'm in school. So, I'm very interested to know, how do you think you and your siblings, as her children, shape her as a leader of the country or probably influence her leadership skills, because it is hard to be a mother, leader, and also a woman in politics all at the same time.
Yeah, I think while it is hard to be a woman leader and how it is hard for a person to be a woman and a leader in politics and a mother at the same time, but at the same, parang kasi it's hard to separate one from the other. I think you're always looking for consistency when it comes to the character of the kind of leadership that you want to elect. And I think given how, even if she is the mother of whom she listens to us, she's open to our sometimes unsolicited opinion and advice. And given that she respects us for it, I think very, very strong of the kind of leader that she is even outside. And this is also something that we encourage other people to look at when they try to assess, I guess, the performance of, or at least look at the life journeys of different candidates. The question we usually ask is, who were they before they were elected to office? Because we want consistency of character. If they were different before they got elected, then there must be something wrong, or baka lang questionable, or there might be some things that you're not very sure of. Versus wherever you put them, whether in government, whether in the development sector, or whether at home, if we see consistency, then that gives us an assurance that if we give them more responsibility or more access to the resources, the important part of the kind of person that they are will not change.
Yes, thank you so much for your answer po to the question po of Lana, and definitely we can also relate to it, especially as a woman leader as well po. So ayun, for our last student discussant, we have Chrissy Michaela De Leon, a third-year student from BS Accountancy po.
Good morning po, Miss Aika. First po, I love the talk po and your questions po. And I think many people needs to see this forum. And for my question po, what is your advice to those who are misinformed, especially with the use of derogatory or discriminatory posts po?
Parang I don't think I can give them an advice. Tomorrow, those who see them, kasi I think to a certain extent, you really can't blame them for being misinformed because they are just dependent on what they see online, on what they read online. Um, if you will remember years ago, I think in 2016, the Facebook was running free data. So you really can't put the blame on those who, you know, who just believe everything na nakikita nila kasi yun lang yung may access. So I think from our end, who know that maraming misinformation, and kumbaga in a way, that's really our responsibility. Number one, try to, ito na yung radical na pagmamahal, try to penetrate, I guess, the world. And if we engage them, parang let's not move to the level of using what you said, mga derogatory terms, because I think that will just parang discourage them also from listening to perspectives from outside. And last siguro when we engage with them, parang let's not sound like we know this, ikaw hindi, or kami matay dito, ikaw hindi. We, parang it should always come from a place of understanding. We want to try to understand why. Parang that should always be a starting point. And not from a place, mas alam ko to than you. Kasi I think that just adds fuel to kung ano man divisiveness meron tayo between them and kumbaga siguro yung circles natin.
Ayun, very good advice. Actually, yan din yung mga sinasabi nilang mga tips pag tayo ay makikipag-usap no, sa ating mga gustong pakilalahanan o kung kanino natin gusto ipakilala si VP Lenny. I think meron a couple of questions probably that we can still entertain from the Facebook Live or sa Zoom. Do we have any, Ria or Rosie?
Hi again. Good morning again, Aika. Walang question sa Facebook, but may mga shout-out na na-pick ko na. So first, from Lori Bonifacio. Oh, kababayan ko yan. So I guess she's from Bicol. Madami ding likes and hearts. Aika, so baka fans mo or fans ng mom mo. And then there's another comment from Nida Vio Vicente. She mentioned a time that she spent with your dad, and she said na she was amazed by his simplicity and honesty. And gusto lang niya ipaalam sa inyong magkakapatid that you are really blessed with your parents as role models. Yun lang, Carla and Gretchen.
Thank you, Ria. Any question that you would like to ask now from the Zoom chat, Rosie?
Hi, Carla. Yeah, there are several questions. Yung comments muna. So since comments din yung binanggit kanina ni Ria. So comments, parang very impressed with your impressive list of achievements daw. And then there were some who mentioned that they bought the pink paroles of the Katipuneras also. So thank you po. And there was one question basically also asking kung kamusta si VP Lenny in taking care of her health, especially since there are a lot of meetings, back-to-back trips that she does nowadays. Paano daw niya inaalagaan ng sarili niya? And lastly, of course, which was also a question mentioned by a lot, how do we help her win? So aside from these things that we do, what else can we do siguro? So yeah.
I'll probably start with the health question first. Parang siyang yung vitamins. But no, seriously, I think no, as people din kasi she's always been busy. It's just an extra busy siya ngayon. So I think in a way, hindi siya nabibigla din sa dami. Admittedly, mas maraming schedule ngayon. Pero parang sanay din siya sa ganung classic days.
Sorry, Aika. Can you speak? Parang may ano sa mic mo. Can you speak a little closer to the mic siguro? May konting static.
Yeah, okay. Is this better?
Yan. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. So I think, the kind of pace I think that she's used to while she is already vice president is the same. Parating busy, maraming ginagawa. So while this year ngayon, it's not so different from how she has been the past almost 6 years. And yung next question on how everyone can help. Honestly, it's just really hopefully we continue to do what we're doing right now. Yung isa sa mga siguro iniingatan namin, sana masustain siya until May. I think if you're also in touch with some of the groups from the main campaign team, may themes ata sila. I think na, for example, January and February will focus on this, and then March ito naman, and then etc. So that might be helpful, and baka lang mas makahanap or makaisip ng other ideas to do it. But siguro this is an invitation for all of us to go out of our usual circles and to be patient. I guess when engaging with people who have different points of views and different beliefs, and really just not see them as the enemy, kasi kasama naman din sila sa mga ipinaglalaban nating lahat.
Okay, thank you. Anything else, Rosie? That's it?
So far, that's it. Yun naman.
Marami yata iba pang tanong, papadala na lang natin kay Aika. At kailangan na ni Aika magpahinga dahil iba ang time zone nila ngayon. So maraming salamat, Aika, sa lahat ng iyong kwento, sa pagpapahiram muli sa amin kay VP Lenny, no? At syempre sa pagising ng maaga ngayon para makasama.
Okay lang.
In closing, pwede mo bang ibahagi kung ano ang iyong dinadasal para sa ating bansa? Or siguro, anong sinasabi mo sa papa mo kapag ikaw ay nagdadasal?
Siguro yung pinaka-prayer ko, simple lang. It's more of parang ikaw na yung bahala. Kasi 'di ba, whenever we pray for something, sometimes sobrang specific ng prayers. Pero in this case kasi parang kahit ako may admission na even I myself do not know what is best for me, for my family, for everyone, for the country as a whole. So yung pinaka-prayer ko, kung ano yung kung ano yung pinaka-makakabuti para sa lahat, sana yun yung mangyari. Alam ko medyo vague siya. Pero I guess it's coming from a place na ako rin kasi hindi ko alam kung ano dapat. So doon na lang sa mga mas nakakaalam kung ano ba talaga yung dapat. Sila na lang yung bahala na sana doon tayo lahat papunta.
Totoo. No, sa dami ng uncertainty ngayon, hindi na natin alam kung saan ba dapat. At I'm sure yan din ang dinadasal ng lahat ng nanay, katulad ni VP Lenny, at syempre lahat din ng anak na Pilipino ngayon. No? So, Gretchen?
Ayun, at saka, just to finalize, ayun, naalala ko lang po sa sinabi is, in God we trust po talaga. Parang we live, our faith is really, to God is what really will help us along the way. And, ayun, with this, dito na actually nagtatapos ang isa na namang kamustahan at kwentuhan sa Katipunan. So once again po, maraming salamat po Miss Aika po for attending and for waking up early po talaga in order for us to really hear your perspective and your opinions po talaga. Thank you so much po.
Thank you, and thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me to be part of your, I think, series yata itong ginagawa niyo. So it's an
Yes.
honor for me to be here with you for today.
Yes, Aika, correct series ito at sana samahan pa kami ng lahat ng mga kasama natin dito dahil bukas si Senator Kiko Pangilinan naman ang napiling pang VP ni ating VP Lenny ang aming makakakwentuhan. No? 4 p.m. yan tomorrow, December 12. And then December 16, si Congressman Teddy Bagilat naman at 5 p.m. December 20, si Attorney Alex Lacson at 8 p.m. So sundan niyo po ang Katipuneras for Lenny FB para sa mga detalye ng mga ito. Again, thank you so much, Aika. We wish your mom, VP Lenny, and your whole family all the best. At sa lahat ng aming nakakwentuhan ngayong gabi, sana ay maibahagi nyo rin ang narinig nyong kwento sa iba, no? Upang makatulong sa lahat na makapili ng mga pinuno na nagpapakita ng truth, justice, peace, and integrity of creation, tulad ng mga core values ng Miriam College. Ngayon po, iniimbitahan namin ang lahat na panoorin ang video na ito upang lalo tayong ma-inspire na sumama sa laban para sa ating mga anak, apo, sa kabataang Pilipino at sa buong bansa. Ang makikita natin po ay sinulat at kinanta ng isang alumna ng Miriam din, si Timmy Cruz. So hanggang sa muli po, ito po si Carla Yaptinchay.
At ito naman po si Gretchen Nalunan. Magandang gabi po sa lahat na nasa Zoom at sa FB Live po. Stay safe and God bless po.